Have you ever wondered what happens when a perfect life suddenly falls apart? What if one small decision changes everything you thought you knew? Stay with me till the end of this story because not only will it make you think deeply about love and trust, but it will also help you learn English naturally through real emotions and life experiences. Listening to stories like this helps you improve your English skills in a way textbooks can never match. You hear words in context, feel emotions, and connect with real life situations. This is how you build vocabulary, improve grammar understanding, and sharpen your listening skills, all effortlessly. So, are you ready to dive into this emotional journey? If yes, let's begin. My life looked perfect on paper. 5 years ago, I married Raj, a kind and hardworking man. We had met through friends, and from the start, it seemed like a fairy tale. Raj was attentive and caring. Our families liked each other, and we shared the same dreams: a happy home, children, success. Every morning, I would wake up beside him, feeling lucky. We laughed, shared meals, planned holidays. Life was simple and beautiful. But as years passed, something changed, something I could not put my finger on. Raj became busier at work, more distracted. Our conversations grew shorter, smiles fewer, and I slowly began to feel invisible. Pause for a moment. Have you ever felt invisible in a relationship? Like the person you love is there but not really present? Or maybe you've experienced distance growing between you and someone close? How did you handle it? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Talking about feelings in English helps you practice new words and expressions about relationships and emotions. It builds your ability to communicate real life situations with confidence. One rainy evening, I sat alone in our living room. The soft tapping of rain on the windows matched the sadness in my heart. I realized I missed the connection we once had, but I didn't know how to fix it. Instead of talking to Raj, I kept my feelings hidden, hoping things would get better on their own. At work, I met Aman. He was new in the marketing team, confident, easy to talk to, full of energy. Aman listened. He laughed at my jokes. He asked how my day was. Slowly, his presence filled the empty spaces Raj had left. It started with small talks by the coffee machine, then longer chats after work. Aman became my escape, a place where I felt seen and heard. Think about this. Have you ever found comfort in someone new when old connections faded? What emotions do you think someone in this situation might feel? As the days passed, my conversations with Aman grew longer. His smile, his attention, it felt like a warm light in the cold distance Raj had unknowingly created. One evening, after a stressful day, Aman invited me for coffee. It was innocent at first, a quiet place, soft music. But I noticed how easy it was to laugh with him, how safe I felt. I started to question myself. Was it wrong to want this happiness? Was it wrong to feel alive again? In English, we call this conflicted, feeling two opposite emotions at the same time. Can you think of a time you felt conflicted? One evening it happened. We crossed the line that I had sworn never to cross. It was a moment of weakness and desire, mixed with loneliness and confusion. The next day, I felt a storm inside me. Guilt swallowed my joy. I was trapped between love for Raj and my feelings for Aman. Pause and think. What would you do if you were in my place? Would you confess, hide, or walk away? But I was silent. I convinced myself it was a mistake, a one time event. I kept living two lives: at home with Raj and secret moments with Aman. This double life was exhausting. I grew tired of lying, hiding my phone, pretending everything was normal. My English conversations with friends became confused. I couldn't focus. This is where temptation met guilt, and the secret weighed heavy. Have you ever held a secret so heavy it crushed your soul? How do you confess a mistake that could break someone's heart? The weight of my secret grew unbearable. Each time I looked at Raj, I felt like a stranger staring back at me. His trust was a fragile glass I was shattering with every lie. One night, after weeks of silence, I decided I had to tell him the truth. Sitting across from Raj, my hands trembled, my voice shook as I began to speak. I need to tell you something. I made a terrible mistake. I cheated on you. Raj's face changed. The hurt, the shock, it was visible in his eyes. We didn't speak for a long time that night. I realized how deeply my actions had wounded the man I loved. After that night, the silence between us grew louder than any words. We tried to talk, but everything felt broken. Raj was angry, confused, and hurt. I was ashamed and scared, but something unexpected happened. Raj asked for time, not to leave, but to understand. He said, if we want to survive this, we have to be honest, really honest with each other. This was the start of a painful journey, one filled with tears, difficult conversations, and the possibility of forgiveness. What comes after betrayal? Can love forgive and rebuild, or is some damage permanent? Have you ever witnessed a relationship struggling through pain, yet still fighting to survive? After my confession, the days felt like a heavy fog. Raj and I moved through our home like strangers sharing space, but not hearts. The silence was suffocating, but Raj surprised me. Instead of walking away, he suggested couples therapy. Therapy was not easy. We faced raw emotions, anger, sadness, disappointment. We had to learn to communicate honestly for the first time in years. Slowly, the walls between us began to crack. Raj told me how much he missed the friendship we had. I shared my fears and regrets. Each session was a small step toward rebuilding trust. Have you ever had to rebuild trust in a relationship? What helped you? Share your experience below. Talking about rebuilding helps you learn useful phrases like to build trust takes time. We need to work on our communication. These steps are important for healing. Our journey was far from perfect. There were setbacks and tears, moments when doubt crept in. But through patience and honesty, love started to grow again. Life is messy and mistakes happen. But what defines us is not the fall, it's how we rise again. My biggest lesson: honesty and communication are the foundation of any relationship. For example, before, I kept my feelings hidden, hoping things would magically get better. But hiding only built walls of silence. Now I know that speaking up, even when it's painful, is the first step toward healing. Here is a quote that has stayed with me. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. This reminds us that every failure, every mistake is just a step on the road to success, whether in love, life, or learning a new language. Now, I want to hear from you. What is your biggest motivation in life? What drives you to keep going every day? Please write your answer in the comments. Sharing helps you practice English and connects you with others. If you enjoyed this story and want to improve your English naturally by listening to real emotional stories like this, please hit the subscribe button and join our community. Listening every day will change your English and your life. Thank you for staying with me on this journey. Remember, every story you hear is a lesson and a chance to grow.